Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome to a special episode of the first alpha demo released of Curious Expedition 2. This has gone up on a special weekend. It's a 4-day affair and I was only made aware of it today via checking Twitter and noticed that it's available until Sunday. So I'm actually recording at like 10:45 in the evening. My partner's just gone to bed with our baby and this is it. This is the only time I've had all day to do this. So I really wanted to get it out there and give anybody watching this as much time to get onto Steam and be able to play this exclusive timed demo before it's taken off the shelves, off the digital shelves on Sunday. So here we are, Curious Expedition 2. This is as far as I've got. I haven't gone any further. I just made sure that I could record it, the sound levels are okay, and that's it. And straight away, well, look at the graphical changes in front of us. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It's like throughout your life playing Curious Expedition 1, you haven't worn glasses because you haven't felt the need to. And then suddenly you've gone to Specsavers or whichever glass company you go to, and you've put on those sets of that first set of glasses you've got, and from what you before you thought was nice and clear is now actually pixelated, and what you see in front of you is in HD. And that's how I feel looking at this. That was a really long analogy, but never mind. So without further ado, let's crack on, shall we? My voice might be a little bit subdued because I'm a little bit croaky. Don't know why. I don't think it's COVID-19, but don't put all your money on that because it's everywhere at the moment. But also just trying to keep it down because of the people upstairs. So let's crack on and see what it's all about. Early development version contains unfinished content. It is alpha. It is alpha. Choose a leader. Each expedition leader has different followers, gear, and skills. So we have the anthropologist, native culture specialist, with a dapper blue handy sack, and the treasure hunter, bold raider of tombs. Not wearing a leather fedora. But never mind, we won't hold that against her. Who do we go for, anthropologist or treasure hunter? Well, I've always been one to go for maximum fame, so I guess it's going to be the treasure hunter this time around. Let's see what she has to hold. After long days of travelling, I had finally arrived in Paris and the under construction grounds of the Exposition Universelle. Oh, look at that beautiful Eiffel Tower. Partly made, or else there's been something terribly tragic going on in Paris about this time. I should press the left mouse button. Here I was to find fame and fortune among the great explorer clubs of this noble city. Brimming with optimism, I looked out on the fairgrounds. Paris, the expo grounds in Paris, is your hub between expeditions. Each location in the hub has a different purpose. Interesting. So we're not actually based in what I was presuming was London before. Possibly not. Never mind. Okay, so we have a bar. We have I'm guessing this is my manslave. Can I say slave in 2020? It's my manslave. We're back in the 1900s, it's fine. We have a blimp and someone's let go of a balloon. There's going to be a very sad baby somewhere down there. So let's go to the bar, I guess. I entered the famed I can't even say that. La Horloge en Verre, the glass clock, and surveyed my surroundings. Well, it's very glassy. It's very glassy. I mean, can we click on people? Renowned as a meeting place for would-be explorers, it was a likely place to find eager adventurers to join my trek. So we can recruit or leave. Let's recruit, I guess. I gave word that I was looking for hardy men and women to join my expedition. Soon, I had gathered a small set of brave adventurers to choose between. So we've got Lieutenant Ebenezer Archer, the British soldier. Yes, he does look prim and proper. We've got Vartuhi Mirzayan, the translator. Yes. And Winifred Allen, the sailor. Oh, look at that. He was doing squats and everything. He is ready. He is ready for this expedition. Oh, okay. Lieutenant Ebenezer, he is level 3 already. Interesting. Capacity of 2. Marksman level 3. Combat buff. Increased damage when using guns. Strength 35. And permanent. I guess that means it's 35 permanent. And more interestingly, it looks like you can actually equip them with items. They can hold something and wear something. Ah. Oh, she's not happy. Right, and what's the translation? Level 3 again. Increased sanity when resting in villages. Village rest sanity per night is +3. And the sailor begins each expedition with an advanced naval flare for scouting terrain. And it has a cooldown. Interesting. It's prejudiced against people of the opposite sex. Oh, terrible. So it looks like the sailor is the only one with a negative trait initially. What would be the best one though? I suppose we should probably go for the soldier. I'm not sure what we're going to come across, so let's try and make sure we're not eviscerated straight away. We could use a soldier forged in the Empire, such as Lieutenant Ebenezer Archer, and welcomed him so. You're now officially under the protection of the Empire. Okie dokie, Skip. Well, let's leave. So it looks like you can only choose from one per start of the expedition as you could before, so yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, I'll tell you what, we must have been in the pub for a long time because the Eiffel Tower's a little bit bigger. I returned to the busy grounds of the exposition. There was still more to do here. Is there? I don't think so right now. I mean, can I recruit again? No, I cannot, but I can have a drink from the lovely barmaid behind the bar. Okay, so let's go. So I'm guessing I'm going to start the expedition and have a look-see around-see. It was my last night in Paris and I decided to celebrate over drinks. We have 70 monies. As I entered the bar room, I noticed two people standing near a table speaking loudly. Oh yeah. Apparently they had caught the largest fish imaginable that day. Getting myself a drink, I settled in to listen. I've never seen such a thing. Enormous. Extraordinary. They went on and on, describing the thing's length, width, colour, and the fight it had put up. They were both so proud of their catch that I had to smile. A salmon, I say. We don't see them much anymore, but this one was huge. As I lay in bed later that night, I hoped that my own discoveries would make me as happy as those two gentlemen. Ah, whimsical. Off we go. So interesting sign. It's a better word than sign. It's 7 minutes to 11. I've been up since 6 in the morning. I can't think of words. Ancient legends told of a great golden temple on the island that loomed ahead. A massive ancient thing made of pure gold. I was to find this legendary structure, adding to the already substantial honour of Lux Labs. Now, one thing I have noticed is in the top left-hand corner, it says 3 of 13. So does that mean I can recruit up to 13 people? Because I have 3 here out of 13. That's interesting. Left click, set a waypoint, click again to move there. Right click, remove waypoints. We know that. Enter the golden pyramid and wait. What? So that's what we need to do. That is our mission this time around. And wait in case you just want to hold back a few days. I would presume, much like the old way of doing it. You can move around as you did before by holding down the right mouse button. You can zoom out as before. I have no idea what this is up here. I would presume that's our sanity. Now I have been looking and they did say that a lot of this is placeholder. It's not actually how it's going to look in the end game. So just interesting to see how they've set it out. It's all kind of the same setup. Obviously inventory is up in the top left hand corner at the moment, along with the characters being pushed along to the left rather than the right. It gives the space of the actual game area a little bit more attention because you're not dragging your eyes all around the edge of the screen. It gives you more chance of focusing on the front, center, middle. That's probably the better word to use. Oh, shut up. Let's move. Oh, look! They jiggle along. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Let's have a word with the natives. Though the natives seemed rattled by our unexpected presence, one elderly woman stepped confidently forward. The others hushed immediately. And I can't understand what she's saying. And person behind face palms, which is about right. We cheer. I don't know if that's a good thing. They could be saying they want to kill us, and we're cheering that. With a small bow, she greeted us in the name of the council. I reached out my hand to shake, but she simply stared at it uncomprehendingly. All right. So we've got antibacterial wipes. We're fine. We're not spreading the coronavirus at all. I promise you. I assure you. I returned the elder's bow. And considered what I should ask of them before continuing on. What bow's that then? We had a bow? Okay, we won't look too deeply into that. Let's ask about the village. They told me of the nearest settlement, giving detailed directions for the route. I thanked them and carefully updated my map. It was time to go. I bid the elder farewell, looking forward to meeting the council in their village. Until we meet again. I'm really digging the way it looks. Hooray! They've gone. Yep, they've definitely gone. Clear away where they've stood. Yeah, everyone's happy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the way it looks. It's nice. It's nice. And I'm a big fan of pixel games anyway, but I do like the upgraded graphics in this. Then again, I've played the other one, the first one, a lot of times. So it's a little bit different, and different is good generally. We have a shipwreck with a doggy diamond. Maybe it's a giraffe, I don't know. Oh, they sort of waddle into it as well. Oh, they're all walking. It's a big ship. I came across an astounding discovery. The wreck of what looked like an old merchant ship. I couldn't help but wonder how it had come to rest here. I missed what he said. Oh well, never mind. And the ship looked like it might still contain valuable supplies, but the rotten planks of the vessel would make the search quite dangerous. So we have a dice challenge, our first dice challenge. One action here requires you to roll dice. Roll non-blank faces in the shown colour to succeed. Okay. Interesting symbols. To get both green, is that a 67% chance? Or we can search quickly. Let's give the dice a roll. Let's see how my luck is going to fare in this second game. Oh, we failed. I really like the animations of the dice. That was good. I like it a lot. I took care exploring the old ship, but took a false step onto a patch of rotten floorboards. I tumbled to the deck below, sustaining serious injury. Oh dear. A sprained ankle and minus 15 health. After some struggle, I managed to escape the wreckage, but returned humbled and empty-handed. Alright. So, we have a sprained ankle, which is fine. Oh, capacity of -1. Oh! And capacity has gone down. So that isn't the amount of people we can actually recruit. That is our capacity overall. I suppose it would make up... Okay. So these are just stacking then, I suppose. What about my health? What is my health? Does it say? Can I find out? Aha! Manage trek. Left click, use or equip an item. Right click, drop an item. Click on characters to see details. Okay. So we have a gun. A simple but reliable pistol. Okie dokie. That's a very large advantage to shrine challenges. Okay, we're injured. Yeah, we've just found that out. What about you? You have a Talwar. A razor-sharp curved Indian sword. Deals wounds that bleed profusely. Nice. Then he has nothing. And Missy Allen has nothing either. I presume that would be for a harness or pack of some sort. Interesting. So now torches have popped up, which weren't there before, which is why this didn't make much sense to me, because it only showed 2 items, yet we had 3 taken up. But now that makes complete sense. I presume that's because we can use the whiskey and the shovel on the map, whereas the torch will be used under certain circumstances we come across. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's return. Right, so we've done the ship. We might as well go to the village. As we approached some strange-looking holes in the ground, we were astounded when gigantic carnivorous plants suddenly sprang from within. Carnivorous plants! Okay. We managed to stay out of their clutches, but we would do well to stay observant and avoid these plants in the future. Okie dokie. Were they even on there? I didn't even clock it. Didn't even clock it. That's my bad. Oh. There's lots of these plants. So do we get we get let off once going over them, but as soon as they've come up, that's it. We're scuppered getting back without taking damage, I would presume. I strode into the village boldly, attempting to project confidence and assurance. The natives observed us with caution and offered us what they could. Villages are key locations where you can interact with the locals. Rest here to recover sanity. I somehow knew you were going to say that. Visit ruler, standing of number 3. I presume this is our standing, which is 0. Our sanity is 45. That's not good. Let's trade. A man from the village carried over a heavy bag revealing the village's trade goods. Trade items of equal or greater value to acquire goods from villages. Give more than you get to improve your standing. Okay. Okay, so you can actually give your weapons here as well, although they are automatically equipped, which is fair enough. I mean, what are they worth? Just gives you a green. I mean, if I give you all that and request nothing back, sale. I mean, what have you got? A rather pointy spear. A peculiar organic object that produces a faint and unnatural sound. It seems to be able to distract wildlife. The good old flute. Torch, native trinket. A preciously crafted trinket with golden elements that makes a great present. Will improve loyalty of a person if gifted. Berries, water. It's all the same stuff. You know what? I'll take the spear. So I can equip it on one of my guys. I mean, after that... Right, so it's 20 sanity. How do they rate it? No, they rate it a little. Gives us a +2. I think that's enough to be able to talk to the chief. I came to an agreement with the natives. No? One more? They're greedy. Greedy, I tell you. Alright, so I need one more standing. Well, it's a case of just giving away another whiskey, I guess. Standing +1. There we go. It's better be worth it. Visit the ruler. Inside the elder's hut, I saw that they were fiercely arguing over some obscure point of law. I stayed silent, waiting nervously until they had finished. Are we going to be able to understand them? After a moment, they noticed my presence, and all eyes fell on me. I swallowed and quietly introduced myself. I could feel tension in the air, but was allowed to make one request. Good day. We can recruit. Ask for a quest or learn about the tribe. Ooh. For the sake of trying to see as much of this demo as possible, let's ask for a quest. I inquired if there was anything I could do to help the village. A wizened shaman was brought in. He planned a journey to a location of spiritual importance and inquired as to whether we would be able to provide protection on the way. Yeah, why not? He nodded, pleased. After a brief introduction, he gave detailed directions to his destination, a sacred statue. I marked it on my map. So we have quests within expeditions now. That's pretty cool. My request granted, I bowed to the council and left them to their business. I emerged from the hut, blinking rapidly as my eyes adjusted to the light outside. Our time with the natives was a delight. They remained friendly and offered us more help. Alright, so we've done the ruler, we've done all our trade. Let's rest. As darkness fell, the natives lit a campfire and invited us to sit with them. Are we staying here tonight? In a quiet moment, one of the village elders asked my opinion on the delicate matter of who had created mankind. Don't know much about this explorer. I'm going to keep it sort of hazy. We told him that we did not know the answer to this question. He nodded quietly and seemed a bit disappointed with our answer. Hey ho. I'm only here for the sanity. Oh. "5 days rest. I recovered in the village for nearly a week. The natives continued to treat us kindly." Oh, we got a little bit of health back as well. Awesome. I mean, at this point, we've got one standing. I'm thinking 75 sanity should be enough. So let's see if we can get this guy to where he needs to get to. We got ready and departed as new adventures awaited us. The natives quickly resumed their business as I left, doing lunges, apparently. Right, so another interesting thing is it would appear that you can still access whatever you want to access if it's next to the tile that you want to access it from. Does that even make sense? So yeah, for instance, we wanted the village. We can still stand around the outside and get it, although they do make a little jaunt into the village and back out again once you have done so. We don't want to go that way. Let's go that way. 20 sanity. And I said we were avoiding all these carnivorous plants. It's setting us up as if we're going to maybe have to fight the carnivorous plants, maybe? We won't worry about that right now. I had discovered a rough-hewn idol, its ghastly visage twisted into a cruel grimace. The great thing filled me with dread and curiosity in equal measure. Well, let's face it, it's better drawn than the other idols. Valuable offerings apparently placed by local tribesmen were strewn about the base of the statue. Right. Well, let's deliver the shaman. I don't really want to be looting anything with the guy here, because he's not going to be a happy chappy. We had reached our destination. Rabai gave us a token of his thanks and began quietly preparing his rituals. Protective totem, and everyone got a little bit of XP. Let's have a look at the loot. A keen eye mushroom and some berries. We'll take it all. I took what was useful from the base of the stat. My bad. I thought that was my loot. Sorry, I didn't. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, that's all right. We can afford to hit. So we have antelope at the top. Should we go and check that out? Should we see if we can attack the antelope? You know what? Before we do that, I want to equip. You know what I'm going to do? Increase damage when using gun. So let's remove the gun off myself and give myself the spear. And then we shall give the soldier the gun. I think that makes most sense. Protective totem. A shamanic carving that can be broken to release the protective power within. Usable in combat. So I can't wear it then. No, I can't wear it. That's fine. Well, I think the antelope is probably the safest thing to take on first, seeing as, well, it looks like it doesn't really care much. So we'll go do that. I mean, sanity is a burning, but never mind. Can we attack? Stalk antelope. Like a predator. I can see the beast on the horizon, its ears twitching suspiciously. Hunting it would take time and entail risk, but could pay off. So we can hunt it. There's a good chance. Let's try it. One had to come up. Loving that dice roll. Success. I spent more than a day following the beast, taking care to stay upwind and out of sight. Eventually my patience was rewarded, and I felled the animal with a clean shot. Kapow! He says, kapow! And antelope pelt. The pelt and antlers of a majestic antelope. Cool. And some raw meat. It's weightless. Can't do anything with it, but makes a good trading item. Sweet. Right. We shall carry on. Wood structure. You know what? We passed a wooden structure. I didn't really click on it. Let's go to it. See if anything happens. Nothing. So we can't get around that way. So we have to climb some hills. I suppose at this point we should probably go and have a look at this question mark here. We have a border of some sort. Oh, it's a shrine. The temple before us wanted both fear and respect. Near the shrine I saw the distinctive tubules even, marking where needle plants could grow. Are we going to be chased by those plants again? Guess we'll find out. Inside was a small empty chamber, a long hallway leading to the main altar. I took a breath, keeping an eye out for traps. So shrines. Shrines hold valuable treasure, but are very dangerous, and robbing them will set off catastrophes that anger the locals. Oh dear. So we can enter the altar chamber, search for secrets, which we have a very good chance of doing, or search with a torch. You know what? I'm digging the roll in. Let's do it. We got it. We got this. We got this. Success. Better something or other. After pressing a suspicious stone, a hidden mechanism raised a golden sarcophagus from a recess hidden beneath the floor. Oh, I found something. Oh, it's a royal mummy. The remains of an ancient ruler wrapped in linen finery and some jewels. Can I take it all? Is that going to overburden me? Nope. I stored the mummy in a large sack and pondered what to do next. I mean, at this point, we might as well have a look in the altar chamber. I considered the main chamber once more. Markings on the wall warned that disturbing the altar would result in a sudden proliferation of needle plants in this region. Let's do it. Let's do it. What we got? A jeweled scepter. A beautiful golden scepter inlaid with precious gems. 65 fame, 50 gold. I'll take it. As I took the treasure, great spiky plants burst through the flagstones, disrupting the foundations of the shrine. I fled the building as quickly as I could. Oh my, this is something special. Oh my, yes it is. Okay, so we have these spiky things. We haven't actually run over them yet, so we don't know what they do. However, we are quite low on the old sanité. So let's eat all the berries. Let's drink the whiskey. Oh, we now have an alcoholic. Tippity toff. And let's move up to this question mark up here and see what the hell is going on. Oh, who are you? I mean, I can't get to you, I don't think. No, so we'll ignore you. And we have a stone circle. We came across a ring of hand-carved stones. Intricate inscriptions etched into each rock seem to indicate some sort of map. Show me the camps. I closed my eyes as I touched the cold stone and a vision coalesced in my mind. Better hurry before the natives notice what we have done. Oh, look. It's a question mark. Right, so, well, we need to get up on the hill, I suppose. What's this? Antelope again? And a 40% chance of going Dulau. Let's go for the 20% chance. I mean, what's this? A desert storm? So I guess we can be lost in that. If we were to go into there. New region discovered drylands. Does that mean that the regions can change? So you don't go to a world of drylands anymore. The regions can be different each time. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let's go to this question mark. We've got a 100% chance of going nuts. Let's see what happens. Is it as harsh as before? I awoke in the night to find Lieutenant Ebenezer Archer missing. I began to search frantically for clues, and it wasn't long before I found a note that he had left behind. Farewell, my friend. You have done your best, but the time has come for me to strike out on my own. Live well, and good luck to you. He took my pistol. This was tantamount to suicide. Surely no one could survive alone in these wilds. As I tried to sleep that night, the words echoed in my head. Could I somehow have stopped this rash action? He took my pistol. Oh well, at least it's sanity free, this movement. And we have a burial ground. Oh. I approached what seemed to be a sacred burial ground of the locals. I felt an uneasy shiver run down my spine. I had heard stories of the consequences of disturbing sacred ground. So we can dig with hands. We have a good chance. We can make an offering, or we can dig with the shovel we have. Let's do it. Oh, we have a mummy. A mysterious mummy. What's that? It's empty. Right, okay, cool. And more importantly, we have seen a little bit more of the map. Okay, we're going to have to drink the whiskey now. Keen eye mushroom. I mean, it does take you through the best route, I think. Sorry, coughing fit there. Right, so I tell you what, let's push our luck going north. Covered in tar. Okay. What's that then? The party is covered in sticky, aggravating goop of a recent trip into tar bogs. So everything costs us a little bit more to move. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Well, might as well go through this now. What happens to us now? In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Varian Singh's wound was beginning to look particularly nauseating. Oh dear. Sorry. My bad and all that. Oh well, found what we needed. Covered in tar again. And then, the shining structure of the Golden Pyramid beckoned us to victory. Outwitting all trials before us, we had succeeded. Well, I wouldn't say all trials, but we got through it. Enter the pyramid. After such an endeavour, euphoria overcame me. I knew that the name Juliette Popichet would be written about long after I had departed this life. Fortune and all glory. Success, thanks to playing the Curious Expedition 2 Alpha Demo. And there we go. That be it. That's all we get to see this time around. So we shall continue. I would wishlist, but it's already wishlisted. And we are back to the main menu. So I guess this is where I will bid you adieu to year and year and year. As far as my thoughts on it, I like it. I like the graphics. I'm sorry, it's quarter past 11 now. I'm very tired. I'm liking the look of it. I like that there's slightly new things in there, but there's enough of the old game to not feel completely lost when you first come onto it. And obviously, being such a early alpha, all of this is up for being changed in due course anyway. I'm guessing a lot of it, because a lot of the wording was the same. It's just placeholder, and new things will be introduced as and when they continue with the builds. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, it's familiar yet different. So I am liking that. Hopefully, this is the sort of thing which they'll do regularly and release new demos for us as a community, or hopefully at the very least me as someone who can showcase this on my channel, and we can just sit with it and see how it progresses before we get up to that fateful version 1.0, which I'm sure will come as soon as it is ready. But as far as jumping in blindfold, first impressions, I'm liking the look of it. So once again, I've just made this to let you guys know that this is still available for, well, I'm putting this up on Friday because I'm recording it on Thursday night, so for 2 more days. So get on the Curious Expedition 2 page, click that demo and have a look for yourselves, and give it a wish list, keep an eye on it, and by Jove, buy it when it comes out. But for the meantime, thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.